29 points. R.J. Barrett at 26. The Knicks took a 3-1 lead over the Cavs, their first-round series with a 102-93 victory. New York forced Donovan Mitchell into one of the worst games of his career, finishing with just 11 points on 5 for 18 shooting. S.A. certainly enjoyed it.
Stephen A. is tears in his eyes.
I love everybody. I love R.J. Barrett for showing up again. I love Jalen Brunson for showing up again. I love the Knicks defense for holding Donovan Mitchell to 2 points in the second half on 1 for 9 shooting. And I love Tom Thibodeau for benching Julius Randle because that's what needed to happen.
Did you just get everything orange in your closet and throw it on? No matter what it was, you were like, let's just, no matter what season it came from, fall, summer, you were like, let's just get all the colors, fabrics, patterns. It was just what in your closet. You were like orange, blue.
There was a blue shirt up in there. And
I saw it.
And there was blue and the orange tie.
I paid attention
it's orange
to every
and blue
detail.
skies.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
I was representing the Knicks. I did what I needed to do, and it worked.
Okay.
It worked.
It did.
Come on, Stephen A.
It did. I
You
mean,
see how I'm looking now?
It was aggressive, but
You see what
it
I'm
was.
saying? That's
Stephen
right.
A.
I know you ain't talking with some of those outfits you wear. I know you ain't talking. You know what I'm saying?
Please, don't
Mellow
even-
yellow,
don't
polished
even- don't
purebred,
even- don't
little
even-
red
don't
Robin
even
Hood.
try me.
Don't get me started.
Let me just
Some
say,
of your
let me
outfit.
just say one
You know what I'm
thing.
saying?
Let me just
I'm
say
just
one
saying.
thing. If I had his salary, game over.
Talk to him,
Game
Molly.
over. We're working with like 1% budget. Stephen A., how big of...
Considering the gifts that I'm supposed to be buying you because I'm losing bets and what you charge
never saw
me for
those
that,
shoes.
Your wardrobe should be fine.
Never
I mean,
saw
it'll
those
be
shoes.
all right. You'll
I'll
be
never
fine.
see those shoes.
You'll be
It's
fine.
all good.
I'm going to honor my bet.
How
I just
long
haven't had
ago
time
did
to shop.
UConn win the national championship? I think that was March.
I haven't had time to shop. I haven't had time to shop. I've been busy.
You have been working.
I have been busy.
I give you that.
You know? Sure, go ahead.
How big of a threat would your Knicks be to the top 3 teams in the East?
Well, first of all, understand not only am I going to get not only am I getting Molly a gift, I'm literally going to shop with myself. I'm not sending somebody.
Okay, time
I'm going
out.
to
It's
do it.
literally not that hard. I sent you
very
the
hard.
link.
It's very
You
hard.
go online.
It's very hard.
Your credit
No,
card,
oh,
your credit card info saved. You click
You don't have to tell
send,
the world. You don't have to tell the world. You're supposed to flow with that. You're supposed to flow with that. I'm giving you a gift. You're supposed to flow with that. You ain't supposed to be telling the world how easy it is.
Don't act like it's thoughtful.
You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do all of that. You got to keep that to
acts like
yourself.
he's going to
See,
like
that's
a
the problem.
mall
This is why
and
men try not to do stuff sometimes because y'all don't give us the credit where we, I'm going shopping. Make a brother feel good. You know what I'm saying? I'm going shopping for you. How come you can't just hold on to that? Why you got to sit there and tell everybody, okay? You know, it's easy. You just got to go pick it up. You have to tell all of that. But anyway.
Maybe when we repeat next year, I'll get the shoes.
There we go.
Carry on.
There you go. I had the shoes. Here's the deal.
Answer the question.
Here's the deal.
That loud orange
Knicks,
suit.
you can say whatever you want. I'm looking good. Here's the deal.
Orange.
Fall orange, not spring. Fall.
Listen.
Fall orange. Wrong season, buddy. And then your tie
Ain't no
was
wrong
summer.
season. Ain't no
you were
wrong
all
season.
over the place. Don't
Ain't no
make
wrong
me do
season.
a breakdown of what's happening.
Ain't no wrong season. The Knicks were playing. Ain't no wrong season. The Knicks were playing. The
She
Knicks
knows
were playing.
I'm right.
The Knicks were playing, man.
Okay, go
the Knicks
ahead.
were
It's
playing,
your
okay?
day. And Fat
All right.
Joe's going to be here, too.
That's right. Watch yourself. Now, the Knicks were playing, okay? My wardrobe is not to be questioned. Now, let me get to this point right here, okay?
It's not a different party.
That's right, a different party. That's right. Like I told you, I got a few names for the outfits you be wearing. Don't get me started. But here's the point. The New York Knicks. Hold on. I'm so proud. You know what I'm saying?
You are.
This is touching my soul to watch my Knicks step up the way that they have. I mean, it's a beautiful thing, but I ain't no damn fool.
Uh-oh.
Would I give them a chance against Boston? Or Milwaukee with Giannis? Certainly not without Giannis, of course. Miami's going to beat Milwaukee without Giannis. But with Giannis, no. Against Boston, no. Against the Sixers with a healthy Embiid, no. I would not do that. I'm not that far gone. I am very impressed and pleased with the progress that the New York Knicks have made, even though I still believe they should have had Donovan Mitchell. But to go up against him and to hold him for 1 for 9 shooting in the second half to just 2 points, it just touched my soul. And I got to tell you something right now. I thought the New York Knicks was going to win this series in 7 games, Big Pert. They're going to win it in 6. They're going to win it in 6. They're going to send them home Friday night. Them young pups. The Garden is just too much for them. They can't handle that kind of confines. Darius Garland did well in the second half. He'll need to do it again. Donovan Mitchell going to have to show up. They'll need to do what they need to do. But the Garden is just a different flavor. It's just a different flavor. It's just a something where you see New York descend down upon Madison Square Garden and you feel that fury when you see what's happening. Everybody can't deal with that. You got to be a bit more experienced. You got to be the Jason Tatums and Jaylen Browns of the world. You got to be a Giannis of the world. You got to be an Embiid of the world to deal with that. Cleveland don't got that. Cleveland don't have that. And because that is the reality of the situation, the New York Knicks got this series. They'll lose game 5 tomorrow night. They'll lose that, but they're going to win Friday night. They're going to close this out. New York Knicks winning this series in 6 games. But then, when you talk about one of the big 3, I'm saying healthy, not injured, not compromised, healthy, I do not believe that the Knicks would beat one of those teams in a 7-game series.
See, the 7-game series is the wrinkle. The Bucks, yeah, class of their own. But for whatever reason, during the course of the regular season, we have seen the Knicks challenge the Sixers and the Celtics.
Not the best of 7.
Yeah, but the best of 7 is where it gets tricky. I do think that they could be physical. I think that they could impose their will. They would not get swept.
That's right. They'd win a game or 2.
But the 7, they're building. They're just not quite
that's right.
there.
No, not one of those 3. No.
So, you know what, Stephen A., I do miss you. But I'm not going to let you off the hook, man. I cannot do it.
Okay,
So
well, when you say you miss me, at least smile. I mean, damn, you ain't got to look mean when you say you miss me. You can smile.
Okay, but listen. Here's the thing. You didn't give the Knicks a chance to start the season. That's why all over social media, with your videos of you actually putting yourself in the arena jumping, you and Spike Lee praying. The last time I was in Seaport, I actually had to address you when I was in there with you and Molly about your bad body language and your attitude towards the Knicks after draft night. And what I told you was that the Knicks are going to be okay. And all season long, you praised about not having Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is a bona fide superstar. Donovan Mitchell, he could have turned the face around the Big Apple and New York stand up. Imagine if we would have had that brother. And now you just said that Cleveland don't have that. You pointed out Embiid, you talked about Giannis, you talked about everybody else, and then you said Cleveland don't have that. Cleveland do have that. And Donovan Mitchell, he's just in a straitjacket right now. And let me tell you why I feel so confident in the Knicks right now for us being a big threat to any one of those top teams in the Eastern Conference. One, when you look at their defensive prowess, I haven't seen a team like this since probably 2008, the Boston Celtics, that hang their hats on the physicality aspect, challenging everything at the basket. Cleveland was one of the top-rated offenses in the league. Donovan Mitchell was one of the top scorers in the game. And the New York Knicks have completely shut that down, holding them under 100 points in 3 out of the 4 games. Now, let's go to the Knicks superstar, Playoff Brunson, a top 5 player in this postseason, who actually eliminated Donovan Mitchell last year when he averaged 27, 4, and 4 in the playoffs when he was in the Mavs uniform.
Correct.
When I look at Playoff Brunson, this brother is different. He may not look like eye candy, and he might not be the sexiest. He might not be chiseled up, and he might not be playing above the rim. But when it comes to getting the job done, he's right there with the best of them. And I'm talking about Steph Curry and De'Aaron Fox this postseason. What I'm watching him do, not just from a scoring aspect, but for us controlling the game, taking on the traps, making the right plays, finding Josh Hart late in the fourth quarter for an easy dunk, finding R.J. Barrett on the baseline for a drive in the N1. I'm looking at Jalen Brunson, and I'm saying he's a top 5 player right now. When the postseason matters,
the best player in the series.
He rises to the occasion.
He's the best player in the series.
So with that being said, and he's outplaying Donovan Mitchell,
yes,
then he can match up with any other superstar in this league and
let me hold on.
occasion.
Well, first of all, you need to be drug tested for saying that. Giannis, Jason Tatum, and Embiid, he could match up with that. Stop that right now. That's number one. Number two, to quote you, I'm not gonna let you off the hook. Okay? You didn't see this coming when it came to no damn Jalen Brunson. I know what we saw in the playoffs last year. We know the brother can play. We did not lament his arrival to New York. But you didn't see that coming. Number three, I still stand by the things that I have said about Donovan Mitchell. Danny Ainge, your brother. That man, one of the elite executives in the game, gets on the phone with the New York Knicks and says, I got a deal to send Donovan Mitchell to Cleveland. You gonna give me Quickly, Grimes, or Barrett with these picks or not? And they didn't do it, calling his bluff. It's not just that you didn't get Donovan Mitchell, you let him come to the Eastern Conference, which is why I said, don't lose to this brother, because if you lose to this brother, in the postseason, he's the one that sent you home. The season's a failure.